What's going on, people? How are we doing? Welcome to another edition of The Rounds. My name, of course, is Glenn. Time to pour another pint of knowledge. We bring you the freshest and tastiest in all that brews here on The Rounds. And Sam Adams is pounding them out this year. I just don't know what else to say, really. We got a brand new release from Sam Adams. If you folks would, go ahead and check that out. That's for your edification. This is Dark Depths. Now, they tell an interesting story on the back about how the English porter crossed over the brackish waters of the Baltic and became a complex lager. So that'll be interesting. 7 different malts, 4 different hops, 7.6% alcohol by volume, Saz, Zeus, Antonum, and Simcoe for your hops. 7 different malts. Guys, look it up. You can do it. I believe in you. I have faith. So, kind of an India Pale lager, although it's not. They call it a Baltic I.P.A. And so, again, maybe just playing more to the idea of well-rounded fusion beer than playing to a specific genre. But a Baltic I.P.A. So it started out as an English porter, which, as we all know, is an ale. Crossed over, they say it became like, you know, more the Baltic, whatever. So then it became a lager, and even darker, more roast malts. But they wanted to have it well hopped, so hoppy enough to be an IPA. There's your 4 different varietals of hops. So again, it seems like really they're just kind of pushing into the genre of just fusion beer altogether, which, I mean, genuinely, I would say that's the sweet spot of probably where any good brewery would be, really. Super dark. This head doesn't look like it's going anywhere at all. Wow, I think I almost got some chocolate from just that. That's crazy. I can smell the Zeus. I can smell Zeus, and not my dog. Pitch. Well, no, there's a little highlighted garnet here at the very bottom, but pitch black, essentially. Almost a similar color on the head to the color you get out of the top of a latte. So it's almost got a bit of that kind of frothed, steamed milk aspect. Very thick, dense, well-structured. There are some larger pockets, so it'll be interesting to see if it sticks around. But light Zeus on the nose. A little bit of malt there. It tastes like it's hiding something. So maybe that was part of the reason calling it Baltic IPA. It is a lager. It tastes like a lager. I mean, even with 7 different malts and 4 different hops, I feel like the finish was relatively clean. Like, there is actually a finish. So you get malt, hops, a solid amount of carbonation to back up that flavor profile, but then there's actually a clean break where your palate actually feels like you're not going to taste anything after that. Like this, the end. And then the hops come back. So that's kind of interesting. There is a bit of roast character and just like the lightest touch of a smoky character, but this is no Schwartz beer. There is some chocolate, I feel, that's evident. It's more like dry German bittersweet chocolate. And then, I mean, I honestly, I can't essentially pick out the caramel. I'm almost positive. Yeah, caramel, pale, 2-row Harrington, Metcalf, caramel 60 in Munich. Munich malts, I feel like, give it a really good body feel. And you can call it placebo effect, but I feel like I can actually taste the Munich malts in there now that somebody's pointing it out specifically. But bang on. Really, really well done. So, it's a 22-ounce bomber, and here's the only spot it could even have the potential of getting a thumbs down in, and that, of course, is the price point. It's been a fantastic line of experimental beers. I think I've missed all of 2 of them. But literally everything I've had has gotten better and better and better. And this is no exception. This is really well done. But again, $8.99 for a 22-ounce bomber. Not necessarily the best way to go. But I do say, get out there, try them, because they're batting like 99% as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't know what else to say with their experimental beers. 2012 has been a fantastic year for Samuels. But get out there. I mean, support American, support independent. I would give it a try. Like, this is inherently complex. I may have to go buy another bottle just so I can do a little more research. Like, till then, another pint of knowledge has been poured here on the rounds. We thank you for showing up, and we'll see you over our next podcast.